right, we're in Southern California as the sun sets over the Pacific Ocean, loving paradise like we do. Drop it now. It's the Jesse T Show, back on the air with you, on the air and everywhere, from the community to the world. I'm about a minute and a half outside the studio. We've got a special guest there sitting on the hot plate waiting for me. I know I'm going to get it when I walk in, but hey, that's okay. I can get it. I can get it real good and dish it out too. So we're going to have some fun with comedian, actor Gil Fajardo. He's coming up here in just a few seconds, but before we get to him, want to let you know, of course, download that free app all the time. You can get it for your Apple and your Android as we bust through the Jesse T Show here Monday through Friday, 5 to 6, every day of the week. You are with me. We are together forever. Of course, that's the way it's got to be. It's me, Jesse T. And as we roll into a Friday and a weekend, getting closer to Thanksgiving, woo, baby, the traffic in Los Angeles is killing me. It's just killing me. Man, you can't expect anything to go the way you want it to go, especially when you're rolling down the freeway on the 405 in Los Angeles. Oh, man, surprise, surprise, surprise. But you know what I did? Don't tell anybody. I ran in the commuter lane, you know, the diamond lane. That's right. That's why I got this blow-up doll here right by me. Works every time. Except when it doesn't work, and it's going to cost me $500 because that's kind of what a ticket goes for here. Hey, www.thepowerofvoices.com, www.aventertainmentlive.com. Check us out on YouTube Live, The Power of Voices. Check us out on Facebook.com/The Power of Voices. Facebook.com right here on The Jesse T Show. Okay, you got that? Facebook.com/Jesse Torello. You got me sideways on Facebook as you're starting to chime in. Mama T just checked in. Thanks a lot for having us on. And we're also on Instagram, Snapchat, Livestream, and Periscope, Bamboozle, Ustream, and UPeak. All right, so there we go. We got that business out of the way here as we roll into the Jesse T Show and the world according to Torero. You're going to get straight on the point. Fun Time Friday in Southern California. Oh, the place I would know. Maybe I don't want to leave it. I was going to say the place I don't want to be here anymore because the traffic's killing me. But the weather's so fine, about 72 degrees outside and blue skies. Oh, my goodness gracious. We just love it. All right. We love this guy here sitting to the right of me. He's not actually to the right of me. He's actually to the right of me if I was in the studio. But since I'm not in the studio and I'm about 2 minutes out, he's not actually to the right of me. He's sort of yonder over there to the right of me. Gil Fajardo, what's happening, Gil, baby?
All I want to know is, where are you, brother? Because I'm sitting here to an empty chair. Because if you're not here in a few moments, I'm going to take over your show, buddy.
You're going to take it over? Well, you know something? I think you could do a pretty good job because you are a master actor and a comedian. And you know something? If you really want to take it over, I'll pay you like $25.72.
Yes, that's per hour, though.
Oh, okay. Thank God you didn't say per minute.
Yeah.
I got off cheap.
You sure did. You sure did. There you go,
Gil Fajardo, everybody. He's an actor, comedian in town. He's doing the circuits, all the clubs. You see him on TV shows and commercials and voiceovers.
Yes, yeah.
And once I get in there, we're going to have some fun with that. But, hey, Gil, tell us a little bit about your past, because I want the folks to really know who you are. You're kind of a guy who's like a guy who loves law and order and into justice. Now,
right.
Weren't you, and correct me if I'm wrong, weren't you originally a sheriff's deputy?
I was with LA County Police Department. I graduated from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department in 1991. I went to the South Central Bureau, worked in South Central for a while, and then from there went to the United States Marshals for a while, and then started doing executive protection. Started doing protection for high-profile people. Then started doing celebrity protection for the stars. And I've been behind the scenes for almost close to 30 years.
Isn't that amazing how time just flies by? I mean, you start something when you're young, and all of a sudden, 30 years later, you go, oh, Lord, what happened, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Now,
like you.
what caused you? Were you always somebody that wanted to get into law enforcement in some way? Was that something that you had as a passion when you were a youngster, or there was a reason for that?
Well, there was a reason for that. Basically, was is that when I was growing up in school, I hate bullies. That's one thing that I've always hated. And one time in high school, just like in 10th grade, and I hung around with a good tough crowd. And there were some special need kids, and one person they went to the bathroom, and he had water all over himself. And I asked him what happened. He just said, in his voice, and said that these guys end up flushing me down the toilet. And I just said, well, which guys? You
Ah,
show me. And then the next day, I said, you know what? We're gonna go with you. We hid in the bathroom till these guys came in there, and sure enough, these guys came in there, making fun of him, pushing him, and try to get him in the toilet. By that time, I had my boys that were right there, and we flushed him down the toilet. So
there you go.
the thing was is that, you know what? I don't condone bullying. So then we had the special needs kids. Actually, they sat with us at lunchtime, so we were their bodyguards, and we didn't mind at all. I mean, it was just these people are human beings just like us, and I always vowed to, I was always to protect the weak, and I've always done martial arts. Want to become a law enforcement because that was one of my passions and one of my goals is to protect others that cannot protect themselves.
So when you started way back when you were a kid and you saw this and happened to you in high school, that really sounds like it really made an effect on your heart.
Yeah, I did. Because I see a lot of it right now to this day. There's still bullying going on in schools, and then that ends up into rates of suicide, and internet what they see and hear, and it pushes the buttons to these people that just don't understand.
Yeah, a lot of
They
people believe that bullying, like, in terms of the different generations, the bullying that goes on today is quite different than the bullying that went on 60 years ago
yeah.
or 70.
So it's more visual to see it, and they just turn on their phone, and all of a sudden, hey, look, there's a person that's doing this, and I caught him, doing that. It's embarrassing moments, and these kids don't understand, and they take it literally. So that's very, very, very much the difference between now and then. So
So that kind of geared you towards the life of law enforcement, and you went through the academy and stuff. That must have been a lot of fun. You talk about like Spartan warrior training. The academy probably taught you a lot of cool stuff.
oh yeah, there was a lot of stuff. There was about 100 something people that went through the academy, and only 50 of them graduated, and I was one of those 50. So
Yeah, I
um,
saw an earlier picture of you in your uniform, right?
yes,
And you still sporting that little mustache, though. That's like been a trademark with you. Of course, you got that little goatee on the bottom side. It
right,
wasn't there
right.
when you were in the academy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They had made me shave everything off and beard and everything, no jewelry, nothing. So yeah, it was pretty
Are,
much.
are you sure that wasn't your twin brother? Because I don't know.
No, no. I've gained weight since then, so a lot of love, baby, a lot of love.
Oh yeah, what's that? You got love in your tummy. The fastest way to a man's heart is
Oh,
through his
that's
mouth.
right. That's right. Oh my God.
The problem is the only one that feeds me are my own hands.
Oh, wow.
Yes, right. Okay. So now you did all this celebrity protection. Oh man, you gotta tell us some sweet celebrity secret stories. I mean, we're like TMZ in it right now. Come on, you don't have to say any names, but can you tell us like one cool or two cool experiences that like you caught yourself in a tough situation with some celebrities or whatever?
I could tell you one. I will not mention. It's a band, and I won't mention
Okay,
that
no
name.
names, no
But
names.
no
Okay,
names.
okay.
Basically, we went to doing protection for them. So it was myself, and they had the group. We had the limo, and of course, I'm sitting far in the back, and the group they picked up a bunch of girls, And of
Oh
course,
no, really? Band members picking up girls? Come
oh,
on.
that wasn't the worst part yet. So I was like, well, basically, they had a bet. They had basically there was a sexual activity going on in there, and I was like stuck in the corner, going, "Can you let me out now, please?" Because
Come on. They weren't playing dominoes?
are you
Come
kidding
on.
me? I wasn't having any fun. Shoot. So basically, but I can tell you this though is just basically it's like they gave me hush money. It's like here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You never saw what happened. Actually, I forgot what happened when first Benjamin popped in my hand. So
Hey
there you
man,
go.
when the green talks, you get lean and mean, and
That's
you zip
right.
that mouth up.
That's right. So yes, and then I had another incident where I was a rapper, and of course,
Right,
he's well known, very very well known rapper. So we went to one
right.
other event, and of course, all these guys are smoking blunts in the car in the vehicle, and I was still in law enforcement, and I was just trying to hold my nose. It's like, oh please God, please don't let them drug test me, man, because they were there
Yeah,
and they
right.
had the windows rolled up. There was so much smoke in there, and I was like, having by at the end of the night, I think I was so hungry, I had the munchies after that. So,
So it's like the
hmm
London fog, right, in the car.
that's
It's like the
exactly.
it's a smoke machine blowing out in the van, right?
Oh yes, oh yeah. There
Oh
there
yeah,
there's some good
those are
times.
great stories, man. And you know, when you go through that, you really get an understanding for how those lifestyles are so different
Right.
than the regular folks, you know.
Oh yeah.
and
And
and they are so outrageous. Sometimes it's hard to believe. I mean, TMZ covers a little bit of it. They try to, but
right.
of course, you know they don't. You just I totally can understand what you're talking about because we've part we've been a part of that scene for a long time in the record and the music business, and it's just you just kind of go, oh well, you
Oh
know, what are you gonna do?
yeah.
On to the next one, right?
It's pretty fun because number one, I was trained by the government, and you know what? And then certain things I was trained for one of the best schools, protection agencies. So doing surveillance was, and I graduated with high in my class. So we had scenarios where we had to go to different places, and um, there's a guy right here, right behind
So I
me.
was gonna sneak up on you,
No,
man. That's what
hey,
I was gonna
see,
do.
that's why I'm
See,
good. That's
see,
why I'm good, baby.
see,
See,
I was gonna sneak up
I'm
on him,
good,
everybody.
baby.
Right.
Sorry. Hey, I'm good, baby. I'm
You
good.
see, he's a man on time, and I'm always just 10 minutes behind. Or 10 inches. My big 10-inch record, that is.
Whoa. Wah,
Aerosmith.
wah, wah, wah.
Wow. Let me sit down here.
No, I
Hey,
mean,
I'd love to stand up, but I'm confused now. So I get confused really easily.
yeah, no.
Yeah. Lee, what am I doing?
Which
Which
one?
one?
This one's
This one's
Skype,
Skype,
right?
right?
Yeah, I don't know why you got all that.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay,
I'll end
Skype
Skype right there.
And
And
very
very
complicated
complicated
stuff.
stuff.
Doing the
folks,
echo,
okay.
echo.
Okay. Yes.
No,
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I've done, back to doing the executive protection. It's a lot of fun. And that is, you have to do details. And if you want to, with your client requests, hey, you got to follow this person and that person. It takes a lot of skill to what you do. Number one is to follow another person without getting into an accident in a high speed chase, and you cannot break the law intentionally. But if you have to, you always fracture it a little bit. But the safety comes to you first,
Yeah, and
and
also
track
to
him down.
stay out of the way so they can have a freedom of what they want to do or whatever they're doing.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
yet you still have to put this envelope of invincibility around them.
Oh yeah,
It's really interesting watching the Secret Service guys work. As their transition is going on now at the federal level, the way these Secret Service guys work, and it's a fascinating thing when
Yeah.
you look at it and how they move and how they talk and adjust themselves at every different second.
yeah.
And their eyes are always on a swivel. In that respect, I mean, that is like unbelievable. Okay. Oh, we got a pen here. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
No, I was happy and fortunate enough also to work with Secret Service with our former president Bill Clinton as well. One day, they needed some agents, and of course they asked if I was to help and assist, and Yeah, and I did, and it was, to me, that was an honor. The president. So, hey, why not?
What was it like working with Secret Service guys?
They got the good cushion job. Mine was outside, standing actually over Bill Clinton's room. So they got the coffee, they got the inside cushy job, while I got the outside, standing up out all night in the cold. So
Wow. So you got to get the chill factor going on. Right? Talking about really chilling, right?
yeah, but you know what? It's good to talk about after years that go by. So.
It's good to see you, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm rolling down the freeway going, oh, yeah, here we go again. I'm 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. You pop in here. I appreciate you holding down the fort there for a while. Gil's got a radio show, too. Give yourself a little plug where your show's at.
It's just online. It's just for the YouTube, and it's called realgshow.com, and we just certain things that happened with me along the way, and you know what? I'm now doing a fresh start, so we just posted a few things up actually this morning. So it's a new vamp, new thing, and of course, people see me as with the Dodger jersey in blue, and
You are like
I
the
made my mark.
Dodger, man. That's become like your insignia.
Oh,
Almost.
that's how it got me discovered. You know?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there's someone from the Dodger organization, or just because you wear it so much?
No,
you're a
I
Dodger
wear it so
fan?
much. I just wore it so much that people, got to see my work. And then later on, of course, it got me signed with California Pictures at Paramount Studios. So,
Right.
certain things have opened doors for me. And I could tell you so many things. That,
Tell us about California Pictures, because that's something kind of new, right?
Yeah, well, they've been around for a while.
I mean, for you, though. that
For me,
connection.
yeah, that's new. I mean, I've been really blessed and grateful for them to basically sign me on. And now moving forward for 2017, we are getting a lot of projects started.
Right.
And I'm going to let your viewers know, because this is stuff that's been really actually bothered me for a while. But, it's just, it took me a long time and hard work to get where I am, because I was homeless.
Right. Right.
I was homeless. I lost basically at the time I got divorced, and then
Oh boy, that does
yeah,
it to
I
everybody.
tried to revamp, because I couldn't live in this expensive house anymore. So I was living like beyond my means. It wasn't like I used to anymore.
Right. Right.
So I tried to cut back down. During that time, trying to revamp everything, I got laid off.
Oh,
10 years been with this person, and then all of a sudden that's it. So I mean, living out of your truck, try to hold on to certain things, and I got involved. Just basically,
yeah, go keep on.
okay. I got. I want to make sure if you needed to answer that.
No. I don't have to answer anything. It's coming out through you somewhere, but that's okay. We'll just keep going. It don't matter. Yeah, I just keep going. I try to head through snow and water and rain.
No, basically what I did was I went ahead and just started, because I was doing doing the industry, doing the Real G show, and I found people that could help me out, and it just went on from there. And it's like, what am I going to do? Do I go back to protection, or shall I just go and try this? Because this is one of my passions that I wanted to do. I really like doing it. One of my passions. So I want to go follow my dreams.
Yeah. Well, you kind of the story about hitting bottom and hitting rock bottom.
Oh, man.
That's not a unique story. That happens, especially to folks in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
They really have a tendency to start somewhere in their life at the bottom. They may have done something other to a great extent and been very successful at it. But there's something about when you follow that dream in the entertainment business,
Right.
whether you're a painter, artist, rapper, singer, writer, music, actor, comedian, it doesn't really matter. Entertainment business.
Yeah.
It tends to make you start all over again in everything.
It does. It really does.
It's really weird how that is, isn't it?
It's also learning who to trust too in this business, because there are some people that are shady. Some people that
No,
that
there's no
just-
shady people. Come
not
on.
in Hollywood.
No. Come on, Hollywood. Come on.
And you run into certain roadblocks, and then you know what? It's just hard to trust anybody. And I just been grateful enough to go to one and weed out the other. But let me tell you, it wasn't happy. I mean, it was just 100%. It's either I put both feet in, go for it, or just half-ass it, and I'm not going to go anywhere. So I just basically I'm going to go for it. because if I don't do it now, I will regret it for the rest of my life. And then look where I'm at now.
That's right, man. See, that's some powerful stuff because a lot of folks think that they're going to get something tomorrow.
No, it's
something's going to happen on Thursday, or no,
Right,
they're
right.
going to meet this person at some party or some event or some charitable thing, and all of a sudden they're
Right.
going to be discovered and get a 5-picture deal at $10 million a picture. It doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't work like
You know, I always had this fantasy and this story when Johnny Carson was still the head of the Tonight Show.
Right.
You know, I'm much older than everybody except Lee. You know, he's a lot older than me. You know, I've got hair, right? You know, Lee doesn't have much hair. You know, he's losing it. You know.
Because of guys like you.
Yeah. I do drive you crazy. So I always had this idea that I wanted to sit across from Johnny Carson and say, and he said, "Oh, you're an overnight success. The overnight success comes on stage, right? The overnight success, whatever that was, right? You sit down, you go back and forth over whatever, and then Johnny says, so tell us about your overnight success." And the classic line is, "Yeah, I've been an overnight success for 53 years." Right? And that's sort of the truth, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Because for you, it seems to it seems to be panning out like that.
Well, yeah, I just basically is who to trust, and basically is just the formula to work to know the right people.
Right.
Because it's not, because it's when you start the production, they said, "Gil, we're going to do this, we're going to do that." Fine, but they got to realize the production is that if they want you to do a film, number one, you got to get funded.
Right.
And then you got to get the camera, the crew, everything all together. That could take anywhere between 6 months to almost a year. So when everything does come on there, then you're ready to do one movie.
Right.
And then you're ready to do a next movie. It takes a lot of time because you start talking with the producers, directors, and they want you for this film. So it takes up to that time. Because they always say, "Oh, it took me like 6 months for training till the movie started." Yeah, because it doesn't take happen right away.
So your deal with Paramount, so that's a film production deal?
It's California Pictures. That's they're at Paramount
Right.
Studios. So
Is that a production deal to put
yeah,
projects or films together and such?
Yes, exactly.
Cool, man.
That's I basically sign with them
Yeah.
and to show them what I got.
Executive
And
producer, right?
They like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So
You need a sidekick?
like a Batman and Robin.
I'll be your Robin, baby. No problem. I'll wear the
Right.
tights too.
There you go. That's fine.
You sure? I look pretty good in tights,
I'm
man.
sure you do.
Yeah.
But you know what? It just
I'm just trying to get a job, man.
there you go. Just
That's all I'm trying to do.
I'm trying to get a job myself, so I'm hoping that I'm trying to keep my job. So.
What about jobs today? I mean, what do you got to say about jobs today? What's going on with these jobs? I mean, everybody's working like 5 jobs a day.
Yeah, just the economy, man. It's just everything's too high. It's just that everything is going up except your paycheck, and it's just that you have to have 2 people to work. It used to be the husband or the spouse, and one of the spouses would go work, and one would stay home, watch the kids, and that's not the case anymore.
You know, I got a job. My job is trying to find a 90-year-old billionaireess who loves a younger man.
Right.
I'll be her cabana boy.
There you go.
I don't care.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Gil Fajardo, everybody. Now, comedy. Because now you have all this experience with this, the testosterone, the macho kind of stuff, right?
Right.
Protecting people and being the knight in shining armor coming in, and you've got all this experience for all these years
Right.
in doing that, right? And then comedy. How did that come out of this?
Well, of course, when you do, you're behind the scenes. I've been a smart aleck since I was a kid. I'm a smart ass. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that all grew upon me, and I listened to Cheech and Chong.
Oh,
They're
yes.
my favorite.
Cheech and
So,
Chong.
When my dad brought a record home and stuff, I had been at least about 6 years old.
Oh,
6 years old. And my father had passed away when I was 5 and a half.
I'm
so,
sorry, man.
But you know what? I started listening to them. Those were my dad's records, and I started listening. So Cheech and Chong, and I started mimicking them. I started doing stuff like them, doing voiceovers. I could do voiceovers. I could sound like an old man,
Right.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jesse T Show, and we're ready to rock and roll. So, that's him. And Kermit the Frog. Hey, Fozzie, it's Kermit the Frog, and I'm looking for Miss Piggy. Yay! Waka waka there, Kermit. Just changing your voices in certain.
Hey,
things.
Kermit, I want to ask you a question. Okay.
Plus, I like bacon, and it's not easy being green. There you
Yeah,
go.
are you related to the Geico rat, the Geico lizard?
Oh no, not ever. No, I got my own gig. But no, I mean, how I got into doing the doing a show was I've been behind the scenes with these
Right.
directors and stuff, and of course sometimes my mouth doesn't really close that well when there's something that's going on there. I'll make a smart remark, and then the producer will look at me. I thought he would be upset with me, but he was laughing. He says, "That is the funniest thing I've ever heard. You just made my day." And I started laughing. I was like, "Okay." He goes, "You know what? Why don't you enter yourself in a talent show?" And I go, "No," because no, I've been hearing you. I mean, you're actually really funny. I would like for just try it. And I'm like,
Just being yourself.
yeah. And I
Right.
was like, I don't know. Well, then years gone by, and I said, you know what? What have I got to lose? I want to see where I'm at. So I entered myself in a talent show, and first time on stage, and I think you have a clip of that.
Yeah, I saw that. It's a long shot. It looks like from a cell phone or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a tough shot to see. That's why I didn't want to put it on.
No, that's okay.
It's not a good shot
Right,
of,
right.
of the stage and everything.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was your first show, right?
That was my actual first show, being on stage, and I took first place. I won.
Yeah, I liked your monologue too. It was funny, man. You had these long periods where you're telling this story, and then you hit the crowd with the punchline or the punch.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like delayed laugh, and that's cool because they're thinking.
Yes.
They're engaged.
Well, to be honest with you, I think it was 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And so to do a skit within 6 minutes, because that's all I had, or else they would cut the mic. And if you go over it, you lose. So I had to calculate. I was doing that over for a whole week, trying to make my skit. Did I make it? Did I make it in time? Did I make it? And I was cutting it pretty close.
Right.
So I had to do it, and I had to make them laugh. And yeah, I really did. And it was just a great thing.
it was a real good piece. You can catch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can also go to my timeline at facebook.com/Jesse Terrell and catch it there too, because you had sent it to me
Oh
earlier.
yeah, because I go through
Right.
different voices. They see me because I wear the Dodger jersey and then the hat.
What other voices you
It's like,
do?
orale, what's going on this thing? Yes.
I love the bit where
I'm gonna sing for you. Actually, being yourself, being a comedian with everything, with a group of people, totally different. Because you can be so much funny around other people and like, oh my god, you're funny. But when you actually go up on stage, there are people.
if you're playing an early crowd because you're an upstart, you're a newcomer, so you get the first 20 minutes, no one's
Right.
drunk yet,
Right.
right, and the crowd's still coming in and they're sizing you up whether they're going to laugh or not, whether it's even going to be a funny night for them,
Right.
and you knock them out, right?
Oh,
but
yeah.
then you come back the next day at the same time slot, and you can't get a squeak a laugh for nothing with the same routine. It's weird. That's a weird thing. Is that kind of ever happened to you?
It's happened to me.
Yeah.
And you can't lie about that. It happens, and then you get hecklers and stuff. You got to learn how to deal with that. Everything changes, And in fact, I'm going to be probably working with I think Chico Little,
Oh, right.
and he's going to be doing. Actually, he's doing an event. I think December 15th at the Jasper Bar. It's going to be in Anaheim, and so I'll be probably working with him a little bit on that. But he's got what's called Heckle Hell.
Oh, right.
So this is going to be something that's really funny because this is the people that are coming out want to do stand up, but they're going to get heckled. So you better bring your
Heckle
A
hell.
game.
Heckle
Yes.
hell. So are you guys going to have plants out there heckling them?
Oh, actually, we're going to have ping pong balls. And
Oh!
so if you're good and you're funny, and
that's
what it
funny,
is that
man.
they're going to be, there's going to be a prize. So the prize is $100, and if you win, you're going to be in the upcoming video that he's going to produce in direct next. So that's something that's going to be happening next. So you get that, plus you're going to be in the video. If you got what you bring your A game, you're funny, and they like it. Hey man, keep going. If you
Right.
don't, then you be prepared for those ping pong balls to come at you.
Better than tomatoes or oranges,
Oh, that was back in the day.
Or eggs,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right? That kind of stuff. So now, so you got into comedy,
Mhm.
and you're paying the dues and singing the blues, right?
Right.
And working all the club circuits and doing all the things that comedians do, and then acting comes your way, obviously.
Mhm.
And do you like yourself doing more comedic type acting or dramatic acting?
Well, I like to do both because what happened was
Because the stuff that I saw
Right.
was really heavy stuff.
Right.
That you sent me a terrific commercial about bullying,
Yeah.
which you spoke about earlier,
Right.
and a rap piece,
Right.
which is Christian Christian rap song.
Yes.
Christian
From Family Creed.
right,
Yeah.
and it
Gabriel Nueves, and who directed that was Paul Morey. So,
Really?
yes, very awesome, great guy. Great group of people to work with.
And then you have the photos of you in a prison scene with
Yes.
the prisoners.
Mhm.
So I mean, what you're doing is really heavy drama.
Well, it's a diversity of everything. It's really funny because when they saw me at some of these comedy clubs, and they see that, and then of course one person said, "There's an actor," and he said, "Hey Gil, I want you to be a part of this movie. We're going to do a trailer. Would you mind being in it?" And I said, "Oh heck yeah!" I was looking for something that's funny.
Right.
I said, "What am I?" He goes, "You're a Mexican hitman."
That's a big stretch, right?
So I said, okay, so I got a big part in that. So if it actually, and if it's called Until the Day I Die Part 2. They already Until the Day I Die Part 1's already up there. So now it's just basically they killed my boss's father. So that's where I step in now. It's just I'm taking revenge of the drug cartel who took out my boss's dad. So that's gonna be something interesting. So
Very
that's gonna
cool,
be the next
man.
one. And-
We met on Michelangelo's project, Redemption Process,
Mhm.
and you were sort of the master of ceremonies there when they were bringing on their video. They were
Right,
debuting
right.
it, and the crowd, the video didn't go on the way they wanted. They had some technical problems, so you kind of took over the microphone and
Oh, yeah.
entertained the crowd there immediately. And I thought that was terrific, what you did there, and that was really impressive because that was like cold, bang, boom.
There's Guillermo, Will Lopez, Al Marchesi. They actually they asked me to to step up for them and to be a part of that. And
Right.
of course Al Marchesi is a really good friend of mine, so it works out pretty well.
Right.
So I mean, this is something that I love doing, and also I don't forget where I came from.
Right.
You know,
Where
You-
did you come? Where were you born? Here in L.A.?
Actually, I was here, North Hollywood, California.
Get out of here. I lived in Sun Valley my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So I mean, these are the certain things that I love to participate in. If there's friends of mine that do that, and like I said, I was asked by Al Marchesi and them to do it if I could. Yes, be happy to help him out. And he had a big part in the movie, so yeah.
Do you write all your own stuff, or do you have writers for you when you do your stand-up?
I do it myself. I'm my own writer, and then in fact, I'm going to be doing a little trailer film. In fact, I'm going to start filming it in about 2 weeks. This is going to be another one that's going to be different. I can't really say too much,
Right.
but it's a serious role, sort of like the Angel of Death.
Oh, wow.
So,
wow.
oh yeah. So it's going to be a dramatic role that I'm playing in that one, and then I played also with what's it? Another thing that's coming up there. It's a documentary. I think it's going to be coming out in December. It's Kilroy Roybal. It's with the co-founder of the Mexican Mafia. And so it's basically his story, of course, where, he became, with a life of crime and what he did. It's a story about redemption.
Right.
So he turned his life around.
Right.
And when they saw me, I was doing like a cholo scene, but they wanted to change me as a prison guard. And then for this film, they said, well, we try. They flip me back and forth. So
Right.
it's I enjoy it because whatever you need me as, just tell me what you want,
Right.
and I'll perform for you. So I love acting. Of course, these roles that come out, the bad guys or these are the things that come natural.
Yeah, well, everybody has a look,
Yeah.
a natural look. Everybody has a stereotypical look that you fit. Danny Trejo,
I
perfect
met
example.
him too. I interviewed with him too.
Yeah, he's
Very nice guy.
Very great guy.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
a great guy, and he's got a great story. But
yeah.
but everybody fits a niche, and you make your mark there.
Right.
And then you move on to some of the things that you like to do from that point. George Lopez, another guy.
Yeah.
He kind of moved on into
San Fernando Valley, right there.
Right next door to me, Pacoima. He's just about a year behind me. I went to Poly High School, so he went to
Well, that's
San
where Danny
Fernando.
Trejo went to high school there too. You know that.
Wait, but he many years before me.
Yes.
About 10 years before me, because he's a little older than I am.
Right,
I'm 56, so he's a little older than me. But I knew all these characters growing up, the names of just the families, in that respect. But the point is, everybody has a look, and then you branch off from that, and you get other pieces and other parts, and that's the beauty of this business and the technology of this age, that we can do that with ourselves. So you were saying that you're getting fit. You lost a lot of weight.
Well,
I saw
10 pounds. I mean, you can see it in my face, but I'm just trying to doing stuff for the film and the camera. So
right.
What
workout are you doing? What help us out, because everybody's got to lose some pounds. I know I do.
I wish I knew the secret. Mine is trying to eat salads, and so they're telling me don't do this, don't do that. I've heard so many stories, so I just watch what I eat. That's basically what I do. Just
Do
watch
you
what I
eat
eat,
it,
drink
or
water.
do you eat it, or you just watch it?
No, I wish I would.
That's-
Yeah, just smaller portions. But there are times there that I just gotta say, "Dang, I want that burger," But that's where it goes up and down. So, but I do have to, like I said, I wish I was more disciplined on that area.
Right.
But I'm not, But it's what it is. I'm being honest. So
Yeah,
I can sit here and lie and say, "Yeah, do that." This.
Give yourself a plug again, where you're going to be, and your site where they can check you out every day and keep in touch with you, our viewers and our listeners both.
You can go to Facebook. On Facebook, I'm under Gil Fajardo, and the last name is spelled Fajardo. And then, of course, I have a little things, realgshow.com, and that's also on Facebook. So I'm going to be changing a few things. So that's basically like my fan page, because I've already reached my limit to people that can come on there. Why can't I get on there? Well, you can come on to this other one here.
Right,
so,
right.
As many people as can be. So, I develop a lot of fans that watch me grow from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And when they saw that, it's just been you've been my inspiration. I saw what you're doing. Even a lady that called me up and said, "Gil, you know what? I would like for you to be there when I started, working out and losing some weight."
Great. Yeah.
And it kind of made me feel like I need to lose more weight, because I just felt I'm stuck right at the same point here. But she said, Gil, you saved my life. Watching you, I actually lost 50 pounds.
Yeah,
You
what
know?
does that do for you? It makes
Yeah.
you feel good, doesn't
It
it?
does. And then she goes, you know what? I'm going to be at the ceremony because as soon as I reach my goal to where I'm at, I would like for you to be there with me when they present me with that. I'm like, yes, absolutely.
Absolutely, right.
You know?
Tell me about orale.com.
Orale. And that's something that of course, orale is with everything, you know.
Orale,
I just
orale,
use that.
pues.
Orale. It could be
Right.
like, hey, it's fine, it's funny, and
Right.
orale.
Right.
But just something that I pick up a little knack. Sometimes I'll put that at the end of my little segment. It's just something fun to say. And it's really funny because now that I got recognized by other celebrities, I was doing a show actually on a red carpet. And there's a couple people that said, Orale. And I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, you actually see my show? He goes, oh yeah, it's funny. I like what you're doing. I saw you from starting out from nothing, and now you're doing it. So it's an inspiration. From them to tell me that, I know I'm on the right track. And I want to. That's what makes me work even harder.
Well, those little slogans and iconic pieces that come from you and are attached to you, that people, they recognize it, but they also can relate to it in some way, and that's the hook. That's what makes you real to them.
Right.
And after all, that's really what folks want. They want realness.
Yeah.
That's why all that crazy reality stuff kicked in 25 years ago, and all that stuff. So, what other voices do you do?
Oh, what other voices do I do?
Free reign.
Okay, today we're going to do a speech about California. And I'm going to... Okay, who farted? You farted? Ha! You farted like girly, man. Look, I know you're my grandma, but you can do better than that. So, I'll do Arnold.
Big Arnold, man.
I did, let's see, Michael Jackson.
Oh, go. Oh, no. Do me, Michael.
Oh, my God. You ready for this?
Yes, I am. MJ, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jackson from heaven.
Let's see if I can do it. Okay, everybody. We're here in the studio. We have Michael Jackson. Hello, everybody. Yes, we're going to start doing a little recording that we didn't get to finish last time. Okay. Can I get bubbles? No, Michael, we can't get bubbles. How about bubbles number 2? No, we can't get it. Can I get a giraffe? Yes, Michael, we can get a giraffe. Yay. Okay, Michael, whenever you're ready. Okay, here we go. All right, Mike. And you're on. And I've learned that love's my possession. And I've learned that love needs expression. But I've learned too late. And she's out of my life. All right, that's a wrap. Can we go to Chuck E. Cheese now? Yes, we can go to Chuck E. Cheese. Yay. There you go. Michael Jackson.
Very nice, man. Very nice.
Could do, was it another person too? And what is it? Is it Neil? No. What's it? Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong. Oh, Louis.
Yeah.
Satchmo, man. Louis,
Let
baby.
me see if I can. Yeah, I gotta drink some water here, man.
You gotta get yourself a trumpet, man. Got them big lips. He had that trumpet lips, man. Those trumpet jaws. He'd burst out like these big bubbles. These helium blimps on the side of his cheeks would bubble out. Right.
All right. I see trees green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. So
Very good, man. That was good.
yes.
See,
so-
you sing like me. See, that's what I sound like.
He's better than you.
Anita Pointer, the Pointer Sisters came in here. We did an interview. We had some fun, right? And I sang a song with her. I sang, one of their most famous songs together. And she said that I did a great job singing. And my compadre here said that
Right.
he the walls were cracking and the paint was falling off. And that's why we have fresh paint on the walls.
There you go.
Yes.
That's because I had the music up loud and they really couldn't hear you.
You're just not a good man. You know that? You're just a bad man. That's what you are.
Oh yeah. I mean, it just develops a voice that I can change my voice. That's one thing that I like to do is do voiceovers and do stuff with voices.
Mm-hmm.
Because they asked me, they said, Gil, can you change your voice into anything? And I said, well, it all depends on what you want me to sound. He said, can you sound white? I said, what? He goes, yes, like a commercial. I said, how white do you want me to get? He goes, get down in white. So I said, okay, well, let's see. So I went out there and do a little commercial, and I went something like this. Why is Schwinn the most trusted name in bicycles? Maybe it's a durability, performance in bikes, parts, and accessories. It could be the legendary Schwinn status that fuels the desire of kids and the pride of parents. Now at Walmart. There you go. That's it.
That's pretty white, man. That's like California monotone white. You can't get whiter than California monotone. There ain't no drawl. There ain't no slang in it. There's no Southern. There's no New York or Chicago. That's California monotone.
Yeah, but that was the wrong kind of white. They wanted somebody else like, well, hello there, it's Larry the Cable Guy. That's what they wanted.
They wanted that kind of white. Huh?
That kind of white. Not this kind of
What is it with white people, man? Have you been trying
they
to
all
figure
voted for Donald Trump? I don't know.
Wait a minute now. Wait a second. They did, and 220 million of them, right?
There you go. That's
Like 60 million, right? Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out my whole life because I'm half white, Scott Irish, so,
To be sure to be on there. With the green clovers, blue diamonds, shitty me timbers.
Shit me timbers. Top of your morning to you.
At the top of the morning to you, yes. Gonna go get me a bowl of me Lucky Charms there. Right?
What's your favorite type of voices to do? Ethnic voices or dialects? What do you have some funny dialects that you like to do, or accents? Because accents are from around the country, and dialects are from around the country, and accents are from around the world.
Well, it's all. I just do variety. I love doing it. Even Mr. Fontaine, I liked him. He's the guy with the movie. In a world.
Oh,
stuff like
God's
that.
voice. The guy who passed away. What a voice!
Oh yeah, I love his voice.
I mean, he was like Ernie Anderson from The Love Boat. He was remember The Love Boat?
I loved it.
Kids?
Yeah, when I heard that
deep
voice, I like to look at the trailers when they're there.
Yeah.
In a world,
Yeah.
something like a gunman walks into a sushi bar and orders pizza. What did he say? He say no problem. What, you want pepperoni with that? Coming soon. Rated R. So, yeah, it's so funny.
Very
They
good,
go,
man.
do you do that? Is that somebody else? No, that's all me. I
No,
have,
folks, that's all him right here.
Yeah,
it's all him.
I just do that. Well, hello, this is Ronnie, baby. Yes. Where's my jelly bellies? I liked it.
Are you learning Trump? Are you learning him? His pacing and stuff?
Actually, no, I really haven't. I try to stay off of the medias. I just try to not listen to it. There's so many things, discussions, fights, arguments. I'm gonna delete you off Facebook. I'm gonna delete you out.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not into the politics right now. I'm just me is worried about me.
Right.
So I mean, wherever it's gonna be me. So, it's it's the way it is.
Gil Fajardo, everybody, right here at www.thepowervoices.com, man.
The Power Voices. Yes.
Yeah, he does that very well. Get down there, baby. That's right.
Yes.
Hey, good to have you along with us
Yes,
at Facebook.com/Jesse Torero, Facebook.com/The Power Voices. And of course, always remember, download that free app for your Apple and your Android. And don't forget us on YouTube Live, The Power Voices. Also, a litany of other places, and I'll rattle them off right now that we have on today. Ustream, Upeak, Bamboozle. We'll be sending this out to a live stream and Periscope afterwards as an ad on Instagram and Snapchat. Sometimes we're live there too. And a litany of other places. Always the mainstay, though, is the Power Voices and AVTV Live, the digital broadcasting TV and radio network right here with Jesse T. And also YouTube Live. So we cover the big boys and the little boys and the whole 9 yards and the websites as well. But check out Facebook and the Facebook page for Gil Fajardo. Funny guy, You know, Got's voices. He's a great actor. I've seen the stuff he's in. You can check him out on YouTube Live.
Thank you.
And he's got this event coming up, Heckler's Hell. Let us know about that again real fast, because that's fascinating. I'd love to come.
December
I'd love to come
15th.
shoot that.
December 15th. That's where it's going to be held there. So
That's going to be very funny.
Oh yeah, you can also find me. I'm also on Instagram too. So I'm under
Okay.
comedian Gil Fajardo. So it's,
Comedian Gil Fajardo.
Yeah,
on
so
Instagram?
yeah, you can find me on there. I have like a green screen in the background. So it's under. I think it's comedian underscore Gil underscore Fajardo.
And
so.
if you can't find him anywhere, it's just the guy that's walking around with the number 42 from the LA Dodgers.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that the reason why I
Why
wear number
42?
Why I wear number 42? I'm glad you asked that. 42 is just basically it's to break in the barrier, and I know that.
Yeah, that's Jackie, baby.
Jackie Robinson, man, he went through hell to get away. But you know what? He was classy, and you know where.
Well,
he
O'Malley
went
picked him because he had that ability to be
Oh, yeah.
classy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There were some other people from the Negro League that they were looking at, but they thought O'Malley thought they would be too aggressive, or they wouldn't.
Right.
They wouldn't go well with the amount of racism and discriminatory acts that were
Right.
portrayed and directed to the first Negro or black man in the major leagues.
Right.
And he picked the right person, because Jackie Robinson became the ambassador and
Yeah.
laid the groundwork for everybody.
Well, he didn't give up. That's one thing they do. Even though his his back was against the wall, but he kept fighting and fighting and fighting. To break that barrier down, to be accepted for who he was.
No, they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him stay in the same hotels.
No.
With the Brooklyn Dodgers, and O'Malley had to demand that for that to happen. All the things that happened during that time happened to Jackie Robinson on the road,
Right.
and some teams would strike. They didn't even want to play,
Right.
which was they eventually did play, and obviously and there's a lot to say. When you talk, I had a chance to interview Satchel Paige. Satchel Paige was one of the greatest pitchers of all time. I mean, he didn't get to the major leagues until he was almost 60. Really, and no one even knew how old he was.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't even know how old he was. He just was a great pitcher in the Negro Leagues down in the South. One of the greatest. He threw so much junk at you that you come from every angle and every spin on the ball you could ever remember. Satchel Paige was just terrific. Anyhow, I had a chance to chat with him for a few moments 30, 40 years ago. And I asked him about Jackie Robinson, and he said, well, Jackie was a good player, but he wasn't the best. He wasn't the best from the Negro Leagues around the South and Kansas and stuff. He wasn't. And I said, you got to be kidding. No. There were great players. In fact, like you talked about the great home run hitter, who Babe Ruth said, that man, Josh Gibson, Lee, was it the great home run hitter in the Negro Leagues, Josh Gibson?
I'm not that old.
No, but baseball though.
Ty Cobb.
Oh, okay.
Basketball.
Oh, okay. Well then, okay. Josh Gibson, I believe Babe Ruth said that he was the greatest hitter of all time because they didn't have any fences, and he did it 900 feet. So, but Jackie had the right, like you said, the right.
He had the attitude.
Temperament.
Yeah, the temperament. That's the word for it. Because he did. And there's a lot of stuff that he did. And myself, I know, as being a Latino actor, of course, the roles that we get are gangsters.
Yeah.
And the roles that we get are hitmen and stuff like that, which is fine. But this is where I stepped in and where now I do a challenge role, something that is serious and positive.
Right.
So that's where I'm taking the big challenge doing this role. The next one that we're going to be doing. So hopefully that it goes through. And not to mention a few TV host pilots. So, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on in 2017. So I'm really, really excited. So
That's fantastic.
I mean, I just been really blessed to where I'm at. I ran into a few roadblocks, and it hurts that there's some people that will help you, and then the people that can just try to hurt you, and it's just like, wow, really, you're gonna do that? And that's fine. You know what? I just take it as a grain of salt and as a learning lesson.
Mm-hmm.
But I also look at it this way too. You know what? I look at it because I thank God and the blessings that He has given to me, and I really do, because one door will close and another one will open.
Isn't that the way it always is, though? Really, in life, if you keep a good attitude.
I try to keep it that way, You know, and that's the way I look at it. Some people don't. Yeah,
Especially when you're living in your own truck. You go in the left door and out the right. So you see.
That's right. So that's why one door closes, another one opens. There you go. You know, you come in to drive, the next one you got to use the restroom. So
You know, I should get up on stage at the Heckler's Hell. What do you think? You think I'm going to get any golf balls thrown at me or ping pong balls? He's saying yes.
yes, yes.
Bowling balls.
Bowling
See, I get no respect from this guy. Like Rodney
Baseballs.
Dangerfield, man. I no respect at all. Right? Take my wife, please.
Hey, you know what? I tell you what.
That's Henny Omen.
And I'm going to make a little announcement here, too, of course. If anybody that is an upcoming comedian that is not afraid to go people, if you've been a smart aleck or whatever, you know how to handle these people, please go to my Facebook, private message me. It's Gil Fajardo. Private message me and said, hey, look, I want to be a part of this. Why not? Contact me, and I will set you up. And we'll put you up on stage and see me show what you got.
I bet you're going to have some in-tight, close personal protection up there because some guy might just launch himself like a missile off the stage at somebody.
Yeah. I won't do it, but somebody else will. You know.
What martial art did you study, by the way?
Oh, there's 3 of them. First one I started was judo when I was little. Yeah. Judo, then Aikido, and then Taekwondo.
Which one did you like the best?
I like them all because they all helped me fight as I grew up.
Yeah.
Because you remember, judo is the art of grappling on the floor, arm bars. So when I got to the floor, easy to break arms, legs, if you had to. Right. And then also
it's the grandfather of jiu-jitsu.
Right. And then you got Aikido. Aikido is basically hands-on with tight quarters. Right. It's usually the movement with the hands. Right. So if you're in a bar area, you can't really swing and do, fights on there because you just do closes. It's arm bars, quick little things, hand, break wrist. Right. That worked out great. Yeah. Then you got Taekwondo, which I really like too because that's all hands and feet. So that with there you can do kicking, spinning kicks, so I try to use all of that together, and that worked out pretty good because in 2006, I was old, and I became state champion in 2006, martial artist.
Oh, congratulations, man!
So yeah, that was one of the goals that I make. And do I still have what it takes to do it? Let's go ahead and let's do it. And yeah, I did it.
My study was boxing, wrestling, and Wing Chun. And those are my 3.
Wang Chung, wasn't he a singer?
No, that's Wang Chung.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, and they were wanging the chung, or chunging the wang.
Or chunging the wang.
But I was winging the chung. Wing chung, chung. No, it's not chop suey. Okay. Maybe wonton soup. Right. We ought to go get some Chinese food.
Yeah, there you go. If you're buying, there you go. I'll be right there with you, brother.
Hey, Lee, you going to buy for us tonight?
No. He says no.
See how I get treated around this joint?
Right.
Man, I got to come hang out with you a little bit more.
Yep.
Hey, here we go, man. We're it for the week. We've got Saturday and Sunday off here, but check out the Jesse T Show at 5 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. Some good stuff coming up here. And don't forget about starting on Monday. It's the Thanksgiving week, and it's going to be a short week because I believe on Thursday it's Thanksgiving. Anything special on Thanksgiving for you? Family, friends?
Probably with friends.
All right. 36, 24, 36. Is that your friend?
There you go.
Okay, baby. Brown hair, red hair, or blonde hair? It don't matter, right?
Doesn't matter.
She don't even have to have any
Doesn't
hair.
matter. I don't have it. You know what? Girl's my type. Let's just put it that way.
Right on. Yes, that's right.
I don't have a type. Just girl's my
A
type.
girly man. That's right. We are kind of girly men because we like girls and we're men. You see, that's the twist. All right.
I'd like to give a shout out if I may.
Quickly, do it, man.
I'd give a shout out to my kids, Celeste, Desiree, Jet, Fajardo, and then also my boss, Stephen Istock from California Pictures, the director, Esther Stademeyer, another director, Paul Morey. Thank you very much for allowing me to come in to do a few things. And I have a videographer, Armando Lamar. He's really great. Thanks for having him come on board. A lot of new things are going to be changing in 2017, so look out for me.
Hey, man, I just want to wax your Bentley. Wait a second. That didn't come out right, did it? Did I do it again? I put my foot in my mouth again?
Oh, both.
Man, I'm watching his Bentley and Mama T's pissed off at me. So I might as well just go live in my car tonight, right? Hey, It's the Jesse T Show right here, Monday through Friday from 5 to 6. The Brown Beauty is still here on duty, but hey, remember, this is the world according to Torero. And you have been in it, and I'm letting you go. And you are now straight on the point. Our special guest, Gil Fajardo. Thanks a lot, my friend.
Yes. Wow. Thank you very much for having me on your show, brother.
Hey, man, always love you. You know, I'm proud of you. Just keep up the good work and give me a job, will you? Get me away from Lee, all right? Huh. The Brown Beauty's off duty. See ya! Chinese food? Think we could get him? Yeah, we'll see. Come on, Lee.